In 2014, 169 fatalities were reported in Alberta due to workplace conditions and accidents.
When I was a first year, I was working on a project with a journeyman. I believe I was about 18 at the time, just turned 18. And my journeyman was using a chop saw. And prior to him using it, I was using it. I noticed there was a crack there, so I stopped all work. And then I saw my journeyman start to use it. And not knowing much about construction, being young, being, I guess, shy would be the best word. And I didn't say anything. And what happened was that the chop saw blade did break after, I believe it was 2 cuts. So, but that's something that I got to live with for the rest of my life. And that's something that motivates me to intervene with other people here on site.
According to WCB, from 2001 to 2010, there were 371 work-related deaths by motor vehicle, 408 workplace incident fatalities, and 523 occupational disease deaths.
When I first started as a supervisor of trades, it was an electrical and instrumentation group. And there was a shutdown going on, and during the shutdown we had to do some maintenance on some breakers. And on that, during that process, there was a checklist to go through, and in my job as approving the checklist, I saw some opportunities for improvement, but I didn't push them. What that resulted in was a call to me on a Saturday morning at 3 o'clock that there'd been an explosion and that 2 people were going to the hospital. I met the 2 individuals' families in the emergency room of the hospital rather than meeting them at a function, at a barbecue or someplace else where it would have been much more pleasant. So I never wanted that to happen again. It hasn't happened since, and I strive every day to not have it happen again.
WCB claims may represent only a portion of incidents that are really happening in our industry. There's no question that our work culture has embraced safety. We are safer. However, in spite of this, accidents still happen. Accidents cost everyone money, time, sometimes health, and worse, possibly even lives. While prescriptive safety practices have led to a decrease in incidents in recent years, we've reached a plateau in our ability to reduce instances further. From 2000 to 2010, lost time claim rates have dropped by nearly 70%. Since then, however, there's been no significant change. Despite the demonstrated value of safety practices, there is still reluctance on the part of some persons at all levels to fully embrace the importance of safety in all facets of the workplace. You wouldn't think of working without your safety glasses anymore. So why are people still not tying themselves off or wearing hearing protection? Why are safe work practices so difficult to integrate? The answer is human nature. We're creatures of habit and we all somehow feel invincible. Accidents won't happen to me. So while safety culture has evolved, there are still challenges that are costing Albertans money, their time, their lives, and the quality of their lives after an accident. Something has to be done.
So in my past, I've seen where a collaborative and caring environment works to your advantage and protects people is where I saw in one site I worked where an individual handed another person a safety lanyard because they didn't happen to have it and they were working at height. And lo and behold, a little bit later, that individual actually fell and slipped. And that lanyard that person provided prevented that individual from getting hurt that day.
The Building Trades of Alberta is proud to present a new incremental step in safety. We call it Stand Up for Safety. Stand Up for Safety is a program designed to reinforce the behavior of approaching and addressing fellow workers when you see something that causes concern, and one that will be shared by all 16 trade unions in Alberta. Our plan is amazingly simple. We hope to empower stakeholders at all levels, from apprentice to business owner, to have the freedom, to have the confidence to approach fellow workers when they see a situation involving a safety concern on the job, on every job, every single day. You can call it an intervention, but we'd like to think of it as one brother or sister standing up for another brother or sister. The principles for Stand Up for Safety are simple. Be willing to approach and address fellow workers when you see something that causes you concern. Be willing to receive help when fellow workers approach and address you. The program demonstrates the commitment of the building trades to safety. It also reiterates value to the owners. Our partners are focused on safety. and that makes everyone more productive. Safety is essential because our people matter to us. This is a tripartite initiative of contractors, owners, and unions that could change our industry forever. This is the new culture that we need to breed, the next step in our already strong culture of safety. We are all called to protect our brothers and sisters from risk, injury, and illness, and it makes good business sense to keep our people safe. As industry is becoming more and more competitive, owners are closely reviewing contractor safety records. Great contractor safety records will be our shared competitive advantage. Show your support by wearing your Stand Up for Safety sticker on your hard hat. Talk to your friends and colleagues and encourage them to do the same. Stand up for safety today. Be willing to approach and address fellow workers when you see a safety concern, and be willing to receive help when fellow workers approach and address you. We are 75,000 members strong. We are dedicated to safety. Together, we can affect powerful change in our industry.